You said that there were people living there when it collapsed.
They are using
Very
it for
likely.
a guest house, yes.
Okay, so
it's obvious.
Is there a list from the church
There's
concerning
no list.
those who may be there?
Yes, we asked for that list. That's because during the meeting, I asked for the people that are there to know us, to let us have the roll call of those people that are working and those people that are there. But there was none.
Because, I mean, if you're going to round off tomorrow,
yes,
it presupposes that you think the job is done.
Yeah, definitely, because our sophisticated equipment could have informed us that there's nobody inside that debris again. We have Delta, and we are going to reach ground zero.
Yeah, but is it that there was no list, or they did not want to release the list?
I think there was no list on their own parts.
Because that would have helped.
I will. Yes, it could have. It could have helped our job greatly. Because we don't really know the numbers of the people that are in there, the numbers of those people that are guest house in there, the number of those people that are working in there. So these are the two lists that we requested, but they were not given to us because they were saying that they don't have none. Well, we will excuse them to do our own job.
How would you say this particular operation has gone? It's not every day that you rescue people from a fallen 6-story building that people are still living in, is it?
Well, there's no doubt about that. It's a hectic operation, but I thank God with the supervision of His Excellency, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, and all the stakeholders, we are able to achieve our goal.
What challenges, what peculiar challenges? Because sometimes, when you have a fire or something, you find people saying, oh, the area boys around there did not let us get in. What peculiar challenges did you encounter on this job?
At this job, the peculiar challenges is the teething problem that we have with the church members. And when we held meeting with them, we were able to sort that one out.
But in terms of the rescue operation itself, what would you say was most challenging about it?
Well, the most challenging really is that we have it's the 6-story building, and we have to move from one layer to another, and there are a lot of people in there. You can discover that we recovered 45 bodies as at.
I understand they were building on the building,
yes,
on existed building.
That's it.
So how many floors did you try to find out? How many floors were occupied already by people?
4 floors were occupied by people. So they are just building 2 more on that first.
On those other 4. And
so when as a disaster manager, if you are looking at our challenges, is that we don't have the list of those people that are in there. We don't have the roll call of the workers that are working in there. So we have to use our technology and our local knowledge about how to handle that type of situation for us to able to achieve the results.
I'm trying to look into some other issues now because that was then. But as at the time it happened, you couldn't have had a roll or a roll call or a list. But almost 72 hours after that particular collapse, by now they should have been able to provide you with some form of list.
None at all. There's none. We've requested. There's none.
And the resistance you talked about, we're also trying to look at that critically. Are you sure it was from the church members or some hoodlums or miscreants around that area?
Well, I wouldn't say. I think it's more from the church members. But we sorted that one out. We've moved past that stage.
And we also understand that some other people, because of the nature of the church, we know that a lot of people come in from outside the country to that particular church. Has there been any case of any of the victims being non-Nigerians?
Yeah, some of the victims are non-Nigerians. But we have not classified them. That look, these are South African, these are Zimbabwe, these are British. There are a lot of foreigners in there.
That makes it a little difficult because now people don't know where, who has survived, whether their loved ones are among the living or among the dead. You have a roll call. Are the people in the hospital, conscious enough to be able to say where they're from and who they are?
Yes, we are doing that right now. The Ministry of Health is handling that aspect.
What about the bodies?
The bodies are deposited in the mortuary.
So eventually, when people need to, if
Definitely,
people
we
are
are
looking for their loved ones.
Yes, we are still going to do post-mortem. We are still going to go through that process. After we finish the rescue and recovery phase, then we come up with the investigation phases where we are going to do a comprehensive test on these people. We are going to take history about what happened, what leads to all this.
When does your job end?
My jobs ends by the time I finish the rescue, the recovery, then I move to the investigative part of it.
You investigate as well?
Yeah, I'm going to be part of the people that are going to investigate. It's going to be a committee that is going to be set up by the governor, and I'm going to be part of it, definitely.
Is it you or LASEMA?
LASEMA.
Okay.
I'm going to represent LASEMA on it because LASEMA in Lagos coordinates all the disaster management, planning, preparedness, recovery aspect of it.
Okay.
Who will be the others?
Definitely, the Ministry of Works will be there. The Ministry of Fiscal Planning will be there. LAPSCA will be there. Ministry of Health will be there. All the stakeholders in managing emergency, because it's going to be a learning process for us too. We are going to learn from it what we need to do that we don't do, what we do that we need to emphasize on how, and again, on how to enlighten our people to carry out a massive sensitization so that all those resistance we have will not happen.
Well, I don't know, since you're an agent of government, perhaps maybe I should also ask you this. It's always been the traditional culture of government in the state that most collapsed buildings are taken over by the government. Do you think the state government will be taking over this particular building?
I won't want to preempt the committee. I will want the committee to look at it holistically and come up with something.
Okay, so when you're giving your message to people in terms of how they need to conduct themselves in an emergency situation so that they will not resist you, what do you normally tell them?
Well, we normally inform them that they have a responsible government and we have a responsible agency, LASEMA, that if you call us on our emergency number, we will be right there. And our emergency number is 767 or 112. We manage the golden hour and we will be right there to save life.
The golden hour?
Yes, the golden hour is the hour between life and death. And we work 24 hours. Yesterday, there were about 3 emergencies that occurred in Lagos State, and we were able to manage all.
All right, so thank you for coming on this morning. Femi Osanyintolu is the General Manager of LASEMA. Are you going back to the venue now?
Definitely. I'm going back to the venue.
All right, then. We'll be back in just a moment. Join us again.